mustache is getting longer and longer and longer. That's what your mom said. Alright then, what's up everyone? Pablo from Style Systems, the Gordon Ramsay of fashion, bitch. So, I named this video because I was just inspired right now after watching some bullshit in social media, and it got me thinking that you want to be famous, right? You want to be famous, you want to be recognized, you want recognition, you want money, you want all of this stuff. And I'm shooting a video tomorrow explaining how I got into this whole goddamn thing that I'm doing right now, into, selling through fucking YouTube, selling through, I don't know, through fucking social media, or getting even in touch with, millionaires and with high level people and all that stuff. How did I did it, right? And I'm gonna shoot a video on YouTube for my YouTube channel to explain that shit. But it got me thinking a little bit that everyone thinks that they want all this shit, right? And I think that's exactly why why you are fucking yourself up. How should I start this, man? You're only focusing on the outside. Listen to me carefully, because this is coming from an image consultant, from a motherfucking image consultant. Someone who is supposed to be only about fashion, only talking about pure aesthetics, pure superficial aspects, right? This is coming from me. And I'm telling you that you're only focusing on the outside, on outer stimuli. You're never looking within. You never fucking look within. It makes me so sad. It makes me so angry. I go to all this. I'm like, motherfuckers are dumb. Simply because you want to be famous, you want all of these things, but you don't do it as what the hell is going on with inside of you? Why do you want to be beautiful? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Why do you want to be beautiful? You may answer me in all these different ways. Oh, because whatever the fuck you answer. Does it really come from within? Comes from within? Then you say to me, I want to be famous. I want recognition. Why do you want that? I want followers, right? I want more followers. I want more people to watch my videos. Why the fuck do you want that? Literally answer that. Why the fuck do you want that shit? Is it because it feels good having recognition? Of course it feels good, man. You have to accept it. It feels good that people lick my balls from all over the world and say, oh, you're the shit, you're the god of style, you look phenomenal, I love your content. Of course it feels good. Of course. You have to admit it, alright? I don't want you to be this bullshit marketing gimmick shit that says, well, it's because I want to help people. Because it's all about the people. Yes. Okay? Literally, I've had these conversations with many different people from all over the world. Because if you don't know me, I've lived all across the world. I lived in Middle Eastern, I lived in Italy, I lived in all Europe, I've lived in many different places in Mexico, now I live here. I've lived all over the world. And I've talked with these people, and they always tell me, they always have a story on why they're so fucking good. They all think that they got it together. Even though there is a fucking cab driver. Have you ever spoken to a cab driver? And if you really just listen to it, if you just become the listener, instead of trying to put yourself onto others all the time, like, well, I'm the shit, I'm the god of style, you motherfucker, and always talking and not receiving, when you ever just shut your ego, when you ever just shut the fuck up, you will start hearing that everyone, almost 90% of the population, they think they know something, right? They think they have something. They think they have a gift, and they tell you a story on, oh, well, I used to be buff, but now because I have a kid. Oh, I had a chance to become a millionaire. Oh, I know about, spiritual aspects of life. Oh, I could have blah, blah, blah. Everyone has a story. So the only differentiator of people that you're looking at, the people that you admire, the high level people. I'm not talking about Kardashians or all of this nonsense. I'm talking about high level of people, right? The top of the top, cream of the cream. The only difference is that they took those stories and they took some action. So you want to be famous, you want recognition. Whatever the fuck gift you have, whatever story that you're telling yourself on why you're so good, on why you're whatever, what the hell are you doing with that? Now, that's just one part of this mini lecture. the other part is, does it come from within? Does it come from inside, from your fucking guts, from your spirit? Whatever the hell you believe in, does it come from God, from the universe, from Buddha, from Shiva, from yourself? Where does that thought come from? I refuse, literally, I refuse the idea of living my existence, my entire existence, doing my entire work just to get validation from you. Just to get little hearts over here on the fucking screen. Just to get the shares. And then I'm gonna feel good, right? We're living in a society where short-term endorphins or short-term pleasure, that's what we're aiming for right now. Just the pleasure of getting my licks, my balls licked, because many of you are commenting, oh, you're the shit, and it feels good. So instead of looking at the long term, where are you heading? Do you want to be famous? Why do you want to be famous? Why? Why else do you think, yeah, exactly, instant gratification. Why else do you think that all these famous people, they crash, they commit suicide, they're not ready? Now, people call it inner game. I don't even call it inner game. I call it life, life itself. Fuck inner game, fuck outer game, that's bullshit. That's just putting words into it. This is life. Life from a deeper perspective, or from a higher perception, from enhancing your level of awareness and perception, from seeing everything as it is, not how you want it to be. And it really gets into my fucking skin, man, saying all this bullshit, man, that we just want instant gratification. Oh, I just want followers because it feels good, you know, yeah. Do you think that I wear this shit because I want to be perceived as being cool or... So let me tell you a story, right? Because this is actually what I'm going to do, what I'm going to explain in tomorrow's video for my YouTube. How I started, you know? For those that don't know me, I was interviewed in national TV, all right? More than 2 million people saw me. This was in Mexico City, of course. I got into fucking TV, you know, national TV. How many people do you know that got into fucking national TV? Yeah, motherfuckers, I got interviewed in national TV back in my country, Mexico City. How? How did that happen? Then I started going on radio. Then I ended up, the mentor that I had, you know, one of the mentors that I had that I admire so much, his name is Harash Devasar, shout out to him. I was like, man, this man is the shit. He interviewed me, and then he invited me to America to speak at one of his events. How the fuck did that happen? Now then, I'm doing my own events, or I'm doing events with my brother Brian Casella, top entrepreneur, millionaire. He knows a lot of people in this industry. He knows a lot of people that wants to become quote-unquote successful, young entrepreneurs. Everyone wants to be around him. And he makes events with me. Why the fuck is he choosing me as, you know, to share the stage? Well, you know, you want to know how this all happened? Because I could give a fuck what you think. You know, if right now you tell me sonríe, smile, who gives a fuck if I smile or not? I'm not doing this for you, all right? I'm not doing this for you, but everyone else is telling you, oh, I'm selling you this house because it's not about me. It's all about you, all right? It's all about your needs. Fuck you, man. You have to be real, all right? You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your fucking motherfucking self. Just admit it, right? So I come at you and people tell me, oh, you're too real, man. You're too fucking real. So how this whole goddamn thing happened, you know, and all the beautiful things that I can say is that I'm creating my own motherfucking lifestyle, all right? I don't live out of anybody, Sometimes I have money, sometimes I have a lot of money, sometimes I'm a little bit tight on a budget. But still, everything that I do comes from freedom, total fucking freedom. I don't answer to motherfucking no one. That's total freedom, total fucking absolute freedom. If everyone talks about freedom, you don't know shit about freedom. Because I can live right now, and I can go anywhere. I can live anywhere in the fucking world. Literally, I can't do that. But I'm living life under my own terms, because out of something that was in my mind, style systems. What the fuck is that? Image consulting. Nobody even knows what image consulting is. They think it's fashion, but it's not, right? And I'm living out of that shit. Something that was in my mind. I said, like, I'm gonna create a company. Literally, just one day, I'm gonna create a company, and I'm living out of that shit. But you know, you want to know what happened or how it all started? I did it for myself. Okay, here's the secret, right? I was worrying so much about myself. I was working so much in myself. I was not worrying about what you think, what haters, lovers, who gives a fuck? Because both are part of the same coin. Whether you love me, whether you hate me, it's the same thing, all right? I'm not doing this for validation. I don't care if you like me or hate me, because it's the same shit. It's the same thing. I've had students were sucking my dick like, oh, you're the shit, thank you, you saved my life. Literally, they told me, you saved my life, you're the best. And then all of a sudden they stop talking to me. Or some of them start talking shit about me. So, love me, hate me, who cares? I'm not doing this because of your love or your hate, then, alright? So I started doing this because I thought into myself, okay, what the fuck do you want in life? What do you really love? What do you really like? What's your passion? What do you want to leave behind? What this is all about, right? I started looking within, not outside, as you are. You want to have money because you want to be perceived as being the cool guy who owns this and that and girls and money and all these things, right? Who gives a fuck, man? Who gives a fuck about that shit? You can get instant gratification. Everyone is telling you you're the shit, but eventually everyone will leave you, man. You're gonna end up completely alone because that's how you came, and no one gives a fuck about you. You just have to accept it as that, right? Your path is alone. The moment you accept that and you work on yourself, from there, the possibility of helping others comes up. Because you cannot help anybody else unless you help yourself. It all starts from within. That's why I always say look within, inner game, all this stuff that normally people don't even pay attention to, right? You guys, you don't want to hear this shit. You don't want to hear this shit. You just want to be entertained. You just want to be like me, goofing around and telling you what to wear, what not to wear. Whenever I talk about deep shit, you're like, maybe one or two really pay attention to this. So how this all started, let me give you just a little fucking bit, right? By the way, this is my ring. Yeah, the narco ring. I got interviewed in the international TV because I was doing my shit. I was posting my shit, not expecting to be shared, to be liked, all right? I was putting my voice out there, expressing myself, doing videos for myself. Just to because every now and then I look at my own videos and I'm like, damn, I inspire myself. I'm not doing this for everybody else, all right? For anybody. Oh shit. So I was doing my shit, and someone high, in the TV industry in Mexico City looked at my shit, and he was like, damn, this guy is authentic. This guy is doing it from the heart, He's not worried about looking, like, oh, I gotta look good for the camera, and I cannot cuss, and all this shit. So he invited me into his TV show, and then he invited me and connected me with other people in the radio and radio shows and all that. From there, one of my mentors, one of the people that I admire the most, which happens to be Arash, he noticed me. Out of all the people that he knows, out of everyone that follows him and sucks everyone that is the fanboy that is and sucking his dick, everyone that he knows, he noticed me for some fucking reason. You want to know what that reason is? I'm doing this not for him, not to get the approval of my mentors, not to get the approval of my fans, not to get hate. Who gives a fuck about that? Because eventually, when I die, I'm gonna die on my own. Even if I have my people around me who loves me, they're not gonna go with me. I'm gonna do it on my own, right? So it's being positively selfish. Because ask around, motherfucker. Ask around if you think that I'm a piece of shit. Ask around how many people I'm helping right now. Right now. You have no idea how many people I'm helping. But I don't put it out there on social media because I'm not that of a marketing gimmick, Sometimes I do it like, a marketing gimmick and stuff like that. Because yes, you have to play around and this is a fucking game, but I'm not that marketing gimmick. So I don't put it out there. Everything that I do, fuck no. And whenever I do something, it comes from my inner self. It is an everything that you see me doing, even right now that you see me angry, cussing, all that, it comes from within. It comes from inside myself. It is an expression of what's going on inside of me. Not because I'm really angry. I'm not really angry. I mean, I can laugh. This is just, I'm very passionate. You can see that. I'm very passionate about everything that I do. So everything that I do, it is an expression of my inner self. And that allows me to move into life without any effort and without any boundaries. With total and absolute freedom. I don't make a post expecting to be liked or to be shared or even to be listened. I don't care if you listen to me or not. Eventually this shit will hit someone. And whoever has eyes will see it, whoever has ears will hear it, and whoever is smart enough will fucking get it and be like, damn. And maybe, just maybe, will spark something within you and you will do your own shit. This is about, what I'm trying to convey right now with you is that you're on your own, all right? You are your own goddamn savior. You are your own goddamn God. You are your own goddamn mentor. Stop waiting around for this bullshit. Everyone has a fucking gift and everyone has this story of how good they are, but they never act on it. So whatever it is that you have, exploit it. Put it out there in the world. Not to be liked, just because it is an expression of your inner self, an expression of your joy, of your essence. That is life. You should not be living life based on what others think, based on what others like, based on what others want. Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, sometimes I want to cry about this shit. Like, how can you live with yourself when you're doing this stuff for others? How can you live with yourself when, even when you go out to the club, you're not doing it because you want to actually go to the club. You're doing it because you want to be, with my homeboys and shit like that. I mean, and if you want to get a little bit deeper on this, all the beliefs that you have, or the majority of the beliefs that you have, were passed on to you. They are unrevised thoughts and beliefs. Going to college. Fuck college. I dropped out of fucking high school. I don't even have a high school degree, fucker, and I'm making 6 figures. So, everything that you think right now is so bullshit. Everything. And the moment I realized that, I was like, damn, son. I am my own God. So fuck you if you like me or hate me. Who gives a fuck? I am my own goddamn God. Shit. And here's another one. The last piece of advice and the last golden nugget. The moment I stopped learning from any other mentor, because that's right. I don't learn from Arash anymore. I don't learn from Brian. I don't learn from anybody. I learn from just one person, and I'm not going to name him. Or maybe I will, because I need to make him more popular. Shiva, that's the name. I learned from Shiva, all right? There you have it. I said it. But that's not the point. I came to a realization, a very powerful realization. All of this that I'm doing right now, they're just fucking words. For all I care, I'm not even here. Everything that's happening right now, as you see me, if you're here right now watching me in your fucking phone or computer or whatever, everything that I'm saying right now, it's making sense because of your perception. You are giving the meaning to my words. Even if I'm giving you the fucking meaning of life right now, I'm giving you the source of power. It's not gonna help you. It's not gonna do absolutely anything for you unless you give the meaning to it. If you give the meaning to everything that's happening around you, then you realize that you are the most powerful person in the fucking world. More than your mentors, more than all the fucking demons and spiritual, more than anybody else. Because you give the meaning to it. Your perception, your own perception. You can only experience that what you can perceive. So this is just words. This is just fucking words. If you don't speak the language, you wouldn't be fucking understanding. Si empiezo a hablar español ahorita, a lo mejor algunos me entienden, a lo mejor otros no me entienden, me puedo poner a hablar de que sí, a huevo, entonces esto es, y yo vivo mi vida come io quiero. Allora posso parlare l'italiano adesso, se non puoi capire il spagnolo, neanche l'inglese, posso parlare l'italiano un po', e se tu non mi capisci, this is just words. This is just fucking words. You give the meaning to it. Please, if you can take anything out of this fucking video, is retake your power. Literally, sometimes I want to cry out of these. I'm so passionate about this shit. But again, I'm not doing it because I want you to do it. I'm doing it for myself. I just admit it, all right? I'm one of the 2 people that I know, or maybe 3 that I know, that are actually doing this because it feels good from within. It comes from within, and I'm doing it for myself. All of these gurus and all of this bullshit, they care too much. Even the pickup motherfuckers that you follow. Beauty pickup. All these bullshit motherfuckers, they're doing it because they want validation from you. They want your money. They want your likes. They want your fame. All that shit. So you know what? Fuck your money. Fuck your fame. Fuck all that bullshit, because I don't live life for you. I live life for me. And whether that helps you or not, I do not exist just to be liked. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. I refuse to live like that. This was a good rant, wasn't it? All right, my friends. Study Shiva, by the way. You're gonna get mind fucked. Study Shiva, but not the bullshit that everyone knows. No. Really get deep into this. So live your life with freedom, and come to my event.